it'll work.
How about that?
Looks like there's plenty of turkeys up in South Dakota just waiting to get tagged. When we return, we'll see Harold Reynolds and his son try to bag a double.
1, 2.
Welcome back to Ultimate Outdoors. We're in Platte, South Dakota at Torrey Lake Hunting Lodge, where Harold Reynolds and his son Jackson are headed to the blind in search of a double.
This is my first trip to Torrey Lakes. I was scheduled to come on a pheasant hunt, but unfortunately I missed it. I'd heard what a great place it was, getting here and seeing it. And it really is a beautiful setting. The people are just very hospitable. Darren really makes everybody feel welcome, and really just an excellent experience to be here. Staff is looking after your every need. Beautiful setting. Had a great first morning, right about sunrise. We, obviously anticipating some birds to come. We had a few skirt by us down low that didn't come to the call or come to the decoy.
When we saw the actual toms come, we got very excited until they stopped and turned around and went up the ridge.
But we hung in, thought we needed to stay in the same spot. Several hens come up in front of the blind. All right, Jackson, here comes some hens right in front. Along turned out, following them were 3 gobblers, 3 nice birds. 2 showed an interest and started moving towards us. And
we saw a group of turkeys walk to the left of us. We were really worried that they were going to come behind us. I got very excited to see that we might have a chance for a double was really cool, and that it would be really fun to have both.
Jackson and I decided which of us was going to shoot. He said he wanted the one strutting. We waited until they got in a good range, I think about 25 or 30 yards.
When they got in range, we were wondering which one we were going to take and who was going to take which. And we had to shoot crossways because my dad had his gun pointed to the right and I was in the middle. So I just went over to the left. Once I saw the turkeys drop, I was really shocked that I actually were able to get them in one shot.
And fortunately, we were both able to pull the shot off at the same time, and just really a thrill for me, and I hope for Jackson too, for us to shoot turkeys together out of the same blind at the same time. It was real exciting.
Inch spurs and probably about a 9-inch beard, buddy. Congratulations.
Good job, Jackson.
Awesome, buddy.
Killing the turkey with my son was a great thrill for me, and I hope it was for Jackson. We came back in and were discussing it, and I was telling him what a special moment that was for me, and he said it was special for him too. But it worked out perfect. Both birds dropped, and we actually knew which one the other one was shooting at, and it was really a thrill to never had that happen before, and look forward to many more hunts like it.
Looks like Harold has taught his son well. Let's see if they can top today's hunt when we get back. Harold and Jackson have 2 days left at Torrey Lake. Let's see if their guide can make the best of their time and put them on some longbeards.
On day 2, we got in early. The wind came up about 9 o'clock, and radio that told us it was 58-mile-an-hour gusts, and all the birds stayed down below, and it was a real tough day to hunt. That was a real tough day. We quit early because the wind was blowing real bad, and that was about it for day 2. Day 3 started up. Everybody got in the blinds early. I had the father and son. The birds were coming in, and we had 10 strutters out in the middle of the field in front of us, and they slowly worked their way down.
We were confident that they were going to come over, And so we saw 2 gobblers break off from the group coming down to the hen decoys. And then we saw these 3 other big ones come down, and they were chasing the other 2 smaller ones away.
Here they come, they chasing the little ones off.
But once they turned their backs and were walking away, I knew I had to shoot now or not.
About the time I lifted my gun, I heard 2 shots. You got 2.
Come on, young man, let's go see your birds.
And he pulled the trigger twice and killed 2 toms right there. Harold didn't get a bird. He let his boy shoot 2, so Jackson did really well that morning.
Oh, you see that? That's over an inch spur.
Father was very proud of his son, what he did.
Jackson managed to go ahead and bring down 2 by himself. He didn't need any help from his dad today. Oh man, that's a heavy bird. I was real proud of Jackson at 11 years old. He hung in there, hung as much as anyone in the group.
Really pretty white fan. Here, turn him around. So
Yeah, let's see that fan. Yeah.
Oh, how pretty white that is.
I was really proud too, to see the smile on his son's face was just to die for.
Nice job, young man. Very, very, very nice.
Couldn't be more proud of him, and I think that builds a real bond between father and son to go on trips like this and experience things like this together. I'd really like to come back to Tory Lakes for a pheasant hunt. I think it'd be a great experience. I've never actually been on a pheasant hunt, and then seeing all the trophy mounts here in the lodge and just the pheasants that are still just running around in the fields, man. Everything I've heard about is just an incredible hunt and an incredible experience. And in fact, I probably get to spend a little bit more time with Darren and the other people here at the lodge and the other guests on a pheasant hunt than you do on a turkey hunt, because seems like you're up before daylight and you're usually not in until dark.
At least a box and a half shell.
I'd really like to come back. I'd like to bring some friends with me too, who I think would get a real kick out of a place like this.
Nice shooting. Nice shooting. Woo.